This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends, what's happening? This is Kaplan and Crew, along with Grande and the Brown Man. We're coming to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. Today is Thursday. It is October 27th, and we're pulling into what will be the Halloween weekend. And I will just say to both of you gentlemen, as we get started here today, and I'm already there, man. My weekend began last night. Not intentionally began last night, but it did take shape. It started last night, and so I am like ready to go. Like I'm really looking forward to the weekend now. Usually I'm kind of just trying to get myself to the end of the week, but I think that today is our last full show of the week because tomorrow we're going to have the World Series Game 1 on 1090, which is going to shorten down the show a little bit. And then I got the Lakers tomorrow playing on the road, so I'm off ESPN tomorrow night. So like my weekend is underway as of right now. You feel me?
I feel you.
You do? You're feeling?
I'm trying to see. This is our last full show, depending on how the series goes.
Yeah.
Through at least could be a week before we have a full show again.
Really? Why? Because
Yes.
the World Series is Friday.
So the World Series, MLB, the first league to pay attention, is not going up against the NFL on Sunday. For the first time since 1940 something, there is not a World Series game on any Sunday. So what they're doing is Friday, Saturday, game 1 and 2 in Houston. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if necessary, Wednesday, the 3 games in Philly. So we will carry the pregame ESPN pregame starting at 4. So if it goes 5 games, we don't have a full show Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursday we'll have a full show. And then the show is off Friday for my wedding. So it's like a little fall break almost.
Wow. All right. So
I did not know that. I thought you were going to say that.
No, I did not know that. That is wild. That I did not know. That is weird. So let me just tell you guys a quick story.
And
Brown, how
Friday,
you feeling, man?
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
If they play, another 1-hour show on Friday, which
Friday
would be
of
a
next
best
week.
of anyways. So
yeah, Friday of next week, right?
Yeah.
Brown, how we doing this morning or this afternoon or whatever time it is right now?
I'm good, man. I just saw this thing that Lid's top selling apparel, and my mind's blown.
Lids, the store, the hat store in the mall.
Yeah, man. They sell a lot of
it's an online
apparel.
It's a very, very successful online store now too.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I never buy hats like that online.
Well, they acquired a lot of merch. It's almost like another Fanatics.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Their Fanatics is like #1 competitor and vice versa. Do you know who had the 4th top selling jersey in baseball last year?
The 4th top selling. Because you're asking it this way, I'm going to take my guess. Alex, I bet you we're going to guess the same thing.
The Gold Glove finalist in right field?
I was going to say Tatis.
Oh, okay.
Yep. #1, Mookie Betts. 2, Derek Jeter. 3, Ken Griffey Jr. 4, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Can I say something?
That's crazy.
It's not.
2 retired guys?
Yeah. Here's something really funny about jerseys. Of the top 10 sellers, Nolan Ryan is 10, Roberto Clemente is 8, and Jackie Robinson is 5th. So
wow.
I don't know what that means, but
retro jerseys more than modern day player jerseys. What were you thinking, Alex?
Well, I just got a theory that when Tatis got suspended, all of his stuff went on sale. All of it.
Oh, how do you? Okay, here's another one.
Because it did. Like, you would go anywhere, dude, and Tatis jerseys were like half off.
No way.
Yeah.
In baseball, guess who had a top 10 selling of hats, right? Top 10 hats. Where do you think the Padres were? They were in the top 10, so I'll give you that because I don't want to do the whole entire
They weren't in the top 10?
They were in the top 10.
Well, considering I've seen City Connect hats everywhere, as much as I hate the colors, like
I love the colors.
They gotta be 7, maybe.
I mean, the Padres, as we've talked about a lot I do think the Padres became the Cinderella,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I think they were the it team
Mm-hmm.
easily. To answer the question, they were number 8. So,
top 5 payroll,
so
top 10 hat.
in the order it goes: Yankees, Dodgers, White Sox, Braves, Blue Jays, Red Sox, Astros, Padres. And then it's rounded out by the Pirates and the Giants. Some of these are for style, like the Pittsburgh hat is a dope hat.
This is like a July conversation. No, why did this pop up in right now?
Because they're trending.
Did we just go off?
No, you did. We kept going.
I all of a sudden you guys were not.
You said
on the
the Padres were the Cinderella.
Oh, really? And then it was me that went off.
Yeah, it was you.
Oh,
It was
all right,
you.
so we just kept rolling throughout.
We did. Padres. Padres.
We've done this
8.
before.
Yeah. I even stopped my clock.
Padres number 8, Scott.
Padres number 8.
Yep, and hats.
Nice, interesting.
So,
But why did this? Why are you leading off with this today?
No, because I was looking through trending topics because oftentimes something happens when the show starts, and this came up, and I was like, lids. What is it? Oh, whoa,
lids.
Whoa,
lids.
Yeah, when you said lids, I only know because I went to a mall one time to buy a gift.
What?
Yeah. Well, I never go to the store. I never shop.
Oh, dude, I love still going to a store.
Really?
That's the only way I shop.
I
can't shop on the internet.
Dude, I never go to a store.
Especially for clothes.
Well, I don't even buy clothes. I mean, I literally do not buy clothes. And if I do buy clothes, I go to I'll give these guys the plug. I mean, I love these guys. But I go to Viore. And I mean, literally my entire wardrobe is now just, pants.
Men's
and
leisure
shirts.
wear?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
It's got to be nice.
Well, it's comfy. I'll tell you that right now. As Loretta has said to us many times, we need to get to Viore together to go meet that dude River, who's a former minor league ball player, who's now working for the company. And we got to get you guys all decked out. But I don't ever do any shopping. I never go to a mall. But I had a friend. Gosh, should I say this on the air?
Why not? You say everything else on it.
Where did they go to the mall with you?
No.
Okay. Do they own the mall?
No.
Last name Westfield?
No.
Did they create the idea of a mall?
No.
Right.
Listen.
Those are your kind of friends.
No.
Yeah.
Listen. Let me
I
tell you
invented the strip mall.
No. This is what the story is this. I have a friend who calls orgasms O's. So it doesn't say orgasm, it says O's. Calls an orgasm an O. You guys are probably thinking to yourselves right now, listening on the radio, watching on YouTube, you're like, where in the hell is this going? Yeah. Right.
I also don't know the last time I said the word orgasm out loud. So when someone doesn't even say orgasm, I'm like, how often do you say it that you just say, oh?
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. So this friend of mine was watching a baseball game and saw the Baltimore Orioles and their hats say O''S. So they thought it was really funny. Like, oh, I call an orgasm an O. And so I want one of those O's hats because I like O's, right? So to get this gift, I went to the mall to Lids to buy an Orioles hat. Now, every time this person wears the hat, there's always somebody's like, yo, you're an Orioles fan? And this person's like, no, I'm a fan of the O's. And they're like, yeah, that's what I mean. You got an Orioles hat. You got the O's hat. And he, whoever it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Next time somebody sees me with this person and that person is wearing that O's hat.
Now you know, yeah.
They're going to know. They're going to know. They like the O's.
Let me see that. I can't wait till I meet her.
Him,
or him,
them,
or
him, her, him, she, him.
They, them.
Them, right. So I will tell you guys, weekend got off to a good start last night, and it was only Wednesday night, today being Thursday. And so last night, Brown, remember I told you yesterday, I had to do 2 things last night. I had to
my God.
First, I had to go to a 2-hour class with my daughter who's about to get her driver's license. And to get a parking pass for the high school, we sat through a 2-hour class last night. Let me say something. while I so appreciate the California Highway Patrol officer who taught the class, this class could have been condensed to 45 minutes guaranteed. But the officer, he's like, this is his stand-up routine, Browner. This is his 2 hours. I got total control of you people. All the parents, all the kids, you're going to listen to every word I say for the next 2 hours. And I'm going to be really funny, and I'm going to be really engaging, and I'm going to say to you kids everything that your parents need to say to you that you don't listen to because it's your parents, but I'm a cop and you're going to listen to me. This whole class could have been condensed to under 45 minutes, and I could have gotten my daughter home to get back to her homework. But instead, the cop did his stand-up routine, and for 2 hours, we sat there and we listened. So I had to do that. I got that done. Nice job, officer. Appreciate it.
It went the full 2 hours?
Bro, I got there. The class started at 6. I was told, you cannot be late. I got there at 5:59. Trust me, there were plenty of parents coming from work stuck in traffic that were later than me. I got there with a minute to spare. Then I sat there, and at 7:59.
Was this a driver's ed course? I don't understand what you even went to.
It's called Smart Start or Start Smart or something like that. And it's this California Highway Patrol officer stands in front of the room. All these kids either have their driver's licenses or getting their driver's licenses. You have to take this class before they will allow you to have a parking pass at your school. And that
So it's just like safety.
No. Let me tell you, it's shocking actually. It's truly shocking that in 2022 we are still pulling the same scare tactics for kids.
Oh no.
Like drunk driving, high driving.
Yeah, drunk driving, high driving.
They play Reefer Madness.
Say that one more time.
Did they play Reefer Madness in there?
No. But like you can't have other kids in your car. You know, just. But the thing was
playing music loudly.
Yeah, right. But the scare tactics. I wish I would have recorded this whole thing because for me, I was sitting there going, I know what they did to me when I was a kid. Like they just tried to scare the ever living hell out of us. We're still doing the same.
Did you guys ever have to go to the play where like they recreated like some drunk driving accident on the track and field of the football field? Did you guys have that, or was that just
no? I did that, district? And then did they have like a crushed up car?
Yeah, a crushed up car. They had they had volunteers from your like students or whatever, and they were pretended to be dead on top of the hood, and that scare tactic.
I mean, I'm surprised that in 2022 we don't talk to kids differently than we did in 1987. Like I really believe that we're talking to these kids all wrong. Like we're just trying to scare the ever living hell out of them. And who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that is the right tactic. But I was surprised that the language was very much the same. In fact, there was one part that was really weird. This cop. This is so funny. I'm laughing to myself because I know what I'm about to tell you. So we were at Canyon Crest Academy High School. Okay. Now, Canyon Crest is the school that the athlete kids, they go to Torrey Pines, La Costa Canyon, Carlsbad, these kinds of schools, right? But the more kind of artsy kids, those kids go to the Canyon Crest Academies, the San Diego Academies. Okay, at least these are the neighborhood schools where I live. At one point, the cop says, hey, guys, if you get into a drunk driving situation as an underage driver, you're going to jail. You are going to jail. And the night that you're in jail, you're going to be in that same jail cell with drug dealers, people who may have killed somebody, may have attempted to kill somebody. You will be in that same cell with really bad people. And this is what the cop says. He goes, you guys go to Canyon Crest. How do you suppose you'll do that night in the jail cell? Then the cop says this. This is unbelievable. Then the cop says this.
This is like a prison mic routine.
Bro, I'm telling you, it was scared straight.
The Dementors.
Right, the guy goes like this. He goes, I was recently, he goes, you guys think here, you guys think at Canyon Crest? He goes, you guys think you guys got some street cred? Is that what you think? Really? He goes, now I was recently doing this exact same talk over at the Jewish Academy. And this is what he said. He goes, and you guys here at Canyon Crest might have just a little bit more street cred than the kids over at the Jewish Academy. I could not believe this cop said this in front of all of these parents, I was like, bro, it don't matter if it's a Jewish academy, if it's Torrey Pines High School, it don't matter where it's at. You put these kids in those jail cells overnight with the people you just described, ain't nobody got no street cred, police officer.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You throw Browner in there, he ain't got no street cred.
Yeah. Because it happened
Those types
before.
of people. Those types of people.
Yeah.
It
The
happened
real
before.
criminals of the world.
Yeah. Them people that's out
I
there
have,
criminal in for a life, for a living. Yeah, you better leave them alone.
I have a friend who's a PE teacher, classic, in the Valley at high school level, and he's just sent me like this wristband that the teachers had to wear about like it's not DARE anymore, but you remember the DARE program?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Do you guys still teach kids not to smoke weed?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Update your textbooks, dude.
Right.
Like, if you're teaching kids not to smoke weed, you might as well teach them not to drink either. Like, it's the same thing now."
I know. And the whole thing, the whole scare tactic thing was just, to me, it was something out of the 80s. And I was surprised that the curriculum is still the same, I was pretty surprised by that. But anyway, I got done with this class.
Did you have fun?
No, not fun at all. At 7:50.
Were you on your phone?
The whole time I was watching the Laker game. 7:59. I'm looking at my watch. 7:59. I'm going, let's go, Copper.
Did you give him the
Well,
wrap-up
well
sign?
here's what happens.
The Oscar music?
No, here's what happens. He goes, anybody got any questions? And I'm the first guy that goes like this. No one's got any questions. Like,
Nope.
You said it?
like I couldn't help myself. Like I said it out loud. Like no one here has any questions. In the meantime, there's always the couple of
course.
a-hole parents that got to ask
Of
questions,
course.
Hey,
The ones that were taking
right.
notes.
I got to ask questions over here, right?
Yeah.
Now, finally, first person gets up and walks out.
What first-time car do you recommend for my child?
Oh, yeah.
What's the safest vehicle
Oh,
that they?
dude.
Do you recommend Volvos or Volkswagens?
What's the law say about my 16-year-old now driving my 14-year-old to school? Is that allowed? Is that okay?
Mhm.
I'm like, please.
Google?
Right. So here's what I do. So now the first father-son combo stands up and walks out the door. It's 8. Hey, you said 6 to 8. It's 8. I'm out. Me, I'm trying to be respectful. But then the librarian or whoever turned on the light, which was like, hey, this show's over, Copper.
Yeah.
Wake up, everybody.
Yeah, right.
You red lighted him at the comedy club.
Right. I know. By the way, there was this one kid in the class that showed up. This kid must have been 7 feet tall. Big white guy.
Oh, Wembanyama?
Oh, dude. I'm telling you right now.
White
not,
Benyama.
Not 7 feet, like super
the Thunder
skinny.
guy.
Not 7 feet fat. I mean 7 feet and looks like an NBA player
Jack?
today.
Damn.
Yeah. I was going to go talk to the kid in the bathroom. When he went to the bathroom, I just didn't do it.
Maybe you should text Rob Pelinka and be like, hey, if you're not going to trade those 2029 picks, keep your eye on this kid.
Yeah, really. This guy looked like a stud.
Yeah.
So anyway, I get done last night at 8 o'clock. I drive my daughter home. And I think I told you guys I was going to the Belly Up last night to see my boy Kevin Martin and the band Candlebox, right? Dude, I'm sitting there watching this show and I'm rocking out, dude. I am jamming. I got me, Rachel, our friend Sandra. I got my boy Blair, my other buddy John. The 5 of us are sitting there and we're freaking rocking out, dude. And Browner, we're right there on the side of the stage that you and I have sat at when we go to the Belly Up together, right? Like the owner's box right there, And we're rocking out, dude.
The owner's box classic.
Of course. I mean, right, Brown?
Even at the Belly Up.
Come on, Brown, right?
Listen, if you're gonna go in there, you got to go in there right,
dude. I mean, shout out to my man Phil, Steve, Jeff, Big Steve. I mean, all my people at the Belly Up. Shout out to all of you guys. We had a great time last night. You guys are gonna love this. So we're jamming out, right? And Kevin Martin, who's the lead singer, I've known Kevin for a long time. Not like we're like good friends or anything, like we're acquaintances. And we're connected through another close friend of both of ours. And I had 4 tickets to the show last night, but I had 5 people. So I sent him a text. I'm like, hey, man, you mind putting me on your guest list? So he's like, yeah, no problem. So he puts me on the guest list. And so now I got 5 people in a 4-person table. And we're jamming out, right? And all of a sudden, Kevin kind of stops the show and he's kind of talking in between songs. And he's like, Padres fans, what happened? And like the whole crowd's like cheering, right? And he looks over, dude, I'm getting goosebumps. He looks over at me and he goes, we got a special guest right over here, Scott Kaplan, who's been on radio over 25 years in San Diego. Scott, what happened to the Padres, man? What happened? And I'm like, Browner, you know where I'm saying? I'm going, dude, we should have won, man. We should have pitched Hader, man. We could have won that series. We'd be in the World Series right now. Dude, they're like, 500 people in the Belly Up. He stopped the show. He's talking to me. It was unbelievable.
Should have thrown your bra up
Dude,
there.
I would take my panties off and throw them right on the stage.
I love you. Woo!
Rachel, give me your bra. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Right.
Got turned into a woo
I'm
girl
like, did
last night.
anybody get video of this? He's calling me out by name,
Yeah.
man. Like, I thought it was the
Woo!
coolest thing ever.
Nice.
I know.
Yeah.
Got done, went backstage, did our high fives, took pictures.
Should have told him.
Yeah.
KaplanandCrew.com.
I know, dude. I should have.
We sell
Kaplan
shirts.
Crew.
No, what
We sell merch.
I should have brought a Hey King t-shirt to throw up on stage.
Yeah.
Mm,
Put this
he-
on.
He could have rocked the Hey King
I
shirt.
know. You know,
Good for a lead guy.
you know what we got to do, dude? And now that the Padres season has come to an end and all that Padres merch that we put out, you see today I'm repping my daughter's school, Tulane. I mean, I might as well rep it. It's costing a fortune, right?
Mhm.
We got to start doing the Slay Queen t-shirts now, because I'm telling you, every one of my daughters, when I tell them about the Slay Queen t-shirts, they're like, every sorority sister is going to buy those Slay Queen t-shirts. So I think we're going to go viral with sororities, Grande.
Wow. College me would be excited.
College
Yeah,
Grande would be
same.
excited.
Yeah.
Same
College me would be so stoked.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, I want to just say this. We're going to have a great show today.
Sorry, I know you stopped your clock. You got 10 seconds.
Okay. Everybody stick around. We're just getting rolling. Warm up out the way. Let's do it. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios here on Kaplan and Crew.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Rome comes home. Yes, I said it. You can now catch the Jim Rome Show Monday through Friday, noon until 3 p.m. on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. Back to San Diego, where it all started, on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Absolutely. The best part of the day is working with the team and working directly with customers. Just because it's fun and I enjoy collaborating. I enjoy watching the customers' reactions when the designers come up with their spaces. And we really take pride in the team effort and what we accomplish in the end.
I can tell that the team we have, accountability is very important. They feel like the work that we do is not just a reflection of themselves, but a reflection of us.
We've always been a design build company, but now we've taken design, not only architectural, but interior design to a completely different level.
The philosophy of integrity here at Murray Lampert is always doing the right thing even when someone isn't looking. In turn, the homeowners get a really great product.
We're truly a team at Murray Lampert Design, Build, Remodel, and we don't take that lightly.
Your next outdoor family adventure awaits. Exploring and adventuring to new places, creating beautiful memories for your ultimate family experience using clean and pure energy. Endless charging for endless possibility. Fueling all your outdoor needs. Our easy to set up solar panels offer clean and powerful energy. Pass-through charging means you can charge still fully enjoying your adventures. Experience your dreams with Jackery. Be free on your travels, enjoying delicious meals. Listen to the sounds of nature or a great film, peacefully and quietly. Making these small moments count. Jackery Solar Generator. Jackery.
Welcome back. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, John Browner, and Alex Padilla.
Great friends, what's happening? Today is Wednesday. It is October 26th. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man, and we're coming to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com, just 7 minutes south of downtown San Diego on the beautiful Bay of Chula Vista. Blackjack, poker, table games on one side of the casino, Sammy's Restaurant and Bar on the other, all in a smoke-free environment. 7 Mile Casino is where great friends play. Hope to see you down there. Good luck, everybody, at 7 Mile Casino and 7milecasino.com. Any problems with gambling, you call 1-800-GAMBLER. Hey, we're just getting onto the airwaves of 1090. We're just getting onto the stream of YouTube, all the audio podcast platforms. And yeah, we'll be on TV tonight at 7 o'clock. So prime time, come join us on Channel 4 San Diego, Channel 4 Santa Barbara. And if you're in Orange County or LA, it's Channel 118 on Cox and Spectrum Cable. Grande, Brown Man, good afternoon. I'd like to start today by making an admission of something that I'm currently doing, not particularly proud of, and cannot stop. How you guys doing?
That sounds like a lot, and that leads to more questions.
Yeah, say that again, though. How'd you frame it?
I am doing something that I'm not particularly proud of, and I just can't stop. It's just
Eating.
It's a guilty pleasure. Well, eating is the obvious. By the way, I had these tacos last night from my favorite little, local taco shop, which
Costco?
is. Wait, everybody had something. What?
Costco.
Not Costco. Not Costco.
The family meal ready to go.
No, not Costco. Not Costco. Although I did stop at Costco yesterday and got gas at the Palomar Airport Road Costco. And I thought I was going to pay less than $5 because last time I was there, I paid $4.99.9. And yesterday it was back up to like $5.15 a gallon, which is still a lot cheaper than my local gas station at $5.70 a gallon.
It'll go back down. Halloween caused the gas to go up.
Oh, yeah? Is that why? Okay. I didn't know Halloween was a big gas issue.
The gas market.
It's a scam. It's a scam. It's an unavoidable scam.
Okay.
But continue.
It's like the
right.
crypto market.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna guess, Scott.
Yeah. What are we guessing?
You cannot stop watching Dahmer.
You nailed it.
Really?
Yeah. I swear to you, you actually nailed it. I don't know how I went from tacos right back into this, but I listen. Eating, Browner. You said eating is my guilty pleasure. I can't stop doing it, dude. All I've been thinking about are these pollo asada and guacamole tacos that I had last night from my favorite little taco shop called El Pueblo, which, by the way, is in a gas station.
What?
On Birmingham Road in Cardiff, there's a Valero gas station, and inside the gas station, if you will, I say inside, it's like connected. There's this little taco shop called El Pueblo. Now they have a second one right off Via de la Valle.
There's one here on El Cajon Boulevard.
Oh, really? El Pueblo?
It's connected to a 7-Eleven.
It's called.
I didn't know that.
What is it called? Like Lone Star? No, it's some Texas.
Well, that's not the same.
It's green and black.
Yeah. Nonetheless, the point is, dude, all I know is this. Pollo asada tacos with guacamole, they were so fire that honestly, like I want to go back today and get more. Anyway, yes, guilty pleasure, Dahmer.
Yeah,
on Netflix.
Hey, you got something in common. Can't stop eating.
Yeah, I know, right?
With you? Why is this fascinating to you?
Okay, all right, hold on.
So,
listen,
let's before you jump into all this stuff.
Yeah,
we normally vibe on certain. I know what you're gonna like. I know what you're not gonna like for television. I knew you wouldn't. We knew you wouldn't get through Stranger Things. Like we know. I said Dahmer boring as hell. I stopped. But you kept going.
Well, I wanted to catch up to you. I'm 3 episodes in.
Okay.
Now, Browner, I suspect you don't have any interest in this for a variety of reasons. Now, usually you don't like shows that don't have black people in them.
Fair.
This show has a lot of black people. This show has a lot of black people, but they all get killed by this white guy.
And I ain't with that.
Yeah, I know you ain't down.
Again, I live this.
You didn't live this.
I live this, dude. Dahmer happened in driving vicinity of Chicago, Illinois. We knew way too much about Jeffrey Dahmer. Way too much. No thanks, bro.
I will just say this.
Hey,
like everybody else.
He's such a BR. Where'd you find this guy? I don't want to watch that. I lived it.
Lived it, bro. I never knew BR said that.
Oh, Billy Ray used to say it all the time.
Go-to line.
Yeah, Billy Ray. Hey, this whole OJ series that's on right now, fascinating, incredible, well done. I'm like, you got to watch this with me. Yeah, you got to watch this with me so we can talk about this on the air. And Billy Ray be like, I don't need to watch that. I lived it. I'm like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I did. I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you watched the trial maybe back then, but you didn't live it.
Like knowing about it is not living it.
Listen, y'all gotta understand. I'm plugged in. I'm plugged in a lot of areas, bro.
Did you know anybody? Did you know anybody personally affected by Dahmer?
No, but I know somebody who lived 2 blocks from that. Mm-hmm.
Well, so therefore you lived it.
Huh? Oh yeah, I know everything.
Yeah, I know you lived it.
Locked in.
Look, all I'm saying is this. Okay, listen. I watched House of the Dragon. I actually got myself through the entire season, all 10 episodes. I know everything that happened in House of the Dragon. I stopped watching Stranger Things after 4 episodes. I stopped watching Ted Lasso with about 2 episodes left to go. I kind of stopped watching Succession. I don't finish series very often.
You didn't finish
this is what you choose?
Yeah, I didn't finish Succession.
You didn't finish Succession? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got to get back to it.
Like it or
no, I loved it. I love it. It was. Dude, I think Rachel and I were watching it. Yeah,
freaking hooked me like a fish hook, dude. It got me good.
I know. I got to get back to it. And you say there's only 3 seasons, right? So far,
I believe so.
Yeah, so I can go back and kind of catch up again if I go back to the beginning of season 2.
3 is juicy.
I understand that. So I haven't seen it yet. But here's the thing. So I was watching House of the Dragon. That was my series. This past weekend, I was with my son and another friend of mine in Pittsburgh, and we were having a discussion about what series people are watching. My son and my friend. Now, my son's 22 years old. He's a college kid. My buddy, my other friend, he's 75 years old. He's like a famous oncologist in Pittsburgh. So 2 totally different kinds of people, and both said they were watching Dahmer. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to watch Dahmer. It's just too morbid. I don't think it's for me. Alex here tells me he's watched 3 episodes, right, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
And have you gone back to it, or you're really done with it?
Not done. No interest.
Okay. I watch episode 1. I'm kind of hooked. I watch episode 2. That really got me hooked because the question the cop asks Dahmer, why would you do this? How did you get into this? What makes you like this? And the story of how sick his father is, going on the sides of roads and picking up roadkill and then taking it back to the house and doing like science experiments on the roadkill. I was like, okay, now I'm starting to understand where this kid's head was at. And then episode 3, Alex, I watched it last night. He picks up some hitchhiker, takes him back to his house. The hitchhiker wants to leave to go to this concert. Dahmer smashes him over the head with like a weight and then like chokes him to death and is like, yo, wake up, man, wake up.
His first kill.
That was his first kill. And so here I am through 3 episodes.
He treats him like one of them rodents.
And dude, as honestly, I got to tell you guys, as sick as this is, as disgusting as this is, all I knew was Jeffrey Dahmer drugged people, killed people, ate people, tore them apart. It's like I really didn't know the story or the details. And it's not a documentary, it's a docu-series, but to try and to learn about the mind of somebody so insanely sick.
Mindhunter. Now that's a show.
Or Mindhunter.
Mindhunter.
What's that all about?
It is about.
Yeah. Don't mind me on anybody watching on YouTube or TV that sees me like wipe my nose. I know it's disgusting, but we're on camera all the time. And my nose is like a little runny. And I mean, like I'm wiping my nose. What can I tell you?
We're all on camera all the time as a director's decision by you, by the way. So,
yeah.
Anyways, Mindhunter is about 2 detectives that investigate serial killers, but at the time of their investigations, the term serial killers was not a thing. So they are like like they go out like Manson's in it, a bunch of like dudes like that, these famous, the people that Browner hates are in it. They don't glorify it. They literally are just discovering that, wait, there's people out there that don't just kill one person. There's people out there that like do this for fun.
I saw the first season of Mindhunter.
It's a trip. I think that their acting was impeccable, and it'll go. I think it'll pair nicely with Dahmer for you.
What about the other series that people are talking about? I think it might be the #1 series right now on Netflix. It's called Watching or The Watchers or the. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like this couple moves in or this family moves into a house, but somebody is like watching them at all times. Have you guys heard about this series?
Mm-mm.
The
No?
Watcher.
The
Yeah,
Watcher
I'm
on
currently
Netflix?
watching it. Yes.
Oh, wait, Browner, you're watching The Watcher?
Yes.
How is it?
Around episode 5, they start to lose you.
Oh, really?
It's good. It's really good up until episode 5. The characters start to weigh on you as unbelievable, and then things start happening in the show where you go, all right, come on now. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Like, you got to suspend too much belief to fully get entrenched in the show.
Do either of you have Paramount Plus?
No. Too many pluses for me. Too many
I know.
pluses.
I don't think I
Me
have it. I
neither.
don't think I
But
have it.
my buddy sent me a trailer of a show called The Offer, and it's with Miles Teller and Juno Temple, who's the girl in Ted Lasso, not the boss, but the girlfriend. And
Keely?
Keely, there you go. And it's a docu-series about the making of The Godfather. And it looks
I did see the trailer for that.
It looks so, that trailer, like I legit am thinking about getting Paramount Plus just to watch this series.
You got 2 weeks.
Good.
They give you like a 2-week trial.
Yeah, it
free
looked
trial?
that good.
Really?
It looked it's with I said Miles Teller, right? So it looked really good, dude. It looked like really good, like some mobbish, Hollywoodish combined. Like, it looked really good.
My problem is right now I gotta finish Legacy on Hulu, and I've only got episodes 9 and 10 to finish. I gotta finish Legacy.
I finished.
I gotta finish Dahmer now, because now that I'm in 3 episodes, I'm probably feeling like I'm gonna finish this thing. I don't know why I did this to myself. I started Better Call Saul, and I'm probably like 6 or 7 episodes into the first season. I don't know why I did this.
Where do you
to
have all
myself.
this time to watch this?
I don't. Listen, dude.
Then you always tell us to that, Browner?
Dude, this guy's probably watching in his car. He's way too busy to be watching all this stuff.
No.
You need to get a Tesla and autopilot your way to LA and just pop it on the screen, dude.
Right.
Here's what happened. Here's what happened. When I've traveled in the last few weeks to go see my daughter in Boise and my son in Pittsburgh, I've watched on planes. And once I've started watching this stuff on planes, then I get off the plane. I'm like, I got to see what happens. So anyway, listen, the Dahmer thing, I feel really guilty about it. I don't feel good about it. But on the other hand, Netflix made it and people are watching it and people are talking about it.
My biggest problem right now with television or anything
They did, didn't they?
Yeah, they made it all right. You know how many things on Dahmer they have on Netflix?
No, I don't, because I've never watched any of them.
I think it's 4.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I do feel a little guilty about watching it. Honestly, I do. Given that it's a true story. Like if this were Dexter on Showtime, where the guy's sort of a vigilante and he kind of kills bad people, and it's sort of it's kind of a spoof, if you will. I didn't have any problem with that because it was just kind of a joke. But this is like based on a true story. So yeah, there's a part of me that feels kind of guilty, like I'm watching Dahmer and I feel kind of gross and icky about it. But on the other hand, I'm like, holy crap, man. Like when they tell you or when the story presents to you, how the hell did this guy get so freaking screwed up? And then you kind of realize his dad was a disaster, the fighting in the house, his mom's a drug addict, blah, blah, blah. And then you kind of realize dad's picking up roadkill on the side of the freeway so that the kid can do science experiments in the garage. And then he turns, like opossums into human beings. You're like, yeah, it sort of like those are some of the answers as to how this guy got this way.
I think this is just a tool to sympathize with a guy who did really gross things.
No, I'm not sympathizing with him. Why is it sympathy?
That's for the police to figure out how he got like that. That's not a public consumption thing. Like that's not something that should be given to the public to decide on whether or not this is what messed him up or that messed him up. Like,
Well,
no,
dude,
man.
just giving you my own. I'm just giving you my feedback.
No,
dude.
I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is you're correct. What you're saying is correct. I'm not against what you're saying. My problem with the Netflix series in general, same thing with Ted Bundy, which they did a thing on. The same thing that they did with Charles Manson. Say I got an issue with all that stuff. Don't tell me about how this guy got twisted because his dad did this and his mom did this. You should not be glorifying that. What are we going to do next? Start doing these same stories on school shooters? We're going to show y'all why the kids who shot up Columbine were picked on. We're going to show you, we're going to sympathize with them and why they shot a school up. Like, this guy ate people. Lots of them. Lots of them. I don't care what his dad did to him. That don't mean you need to go eat people, bruh.
Yeah, well, most people don't go eat people. They just, they just go on with their lives.
I don't think they glorified it in the 3 episodes I watched.
Yeah, I don't know that it was glorified. It's just, I think what Browner's saying is that, just presenting the story in some ways glorifies it. Hey, look, listen, you brought this up yesterday. You talk about glorifying. You brought this up yesterday. The cancellation of Kanye West.
Thank God.
Is this going to actually stick this time? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if any concert promoter or any festival promoter tells me that Kanye West is there, I will boycott that festival. I don't care if Pearl Jam is playing and they're my favorite band on the planet. If you tell me that Kanye West is playing, I'm out, dude.
Yeah.
What happened yesterday?
When were you ever in for a Kanye headline festival, dude? Get out of here.
Good question.
You can't boycott something you never go to.
Very good.
Fair,
point.
but hold on. There was a couple years ago at
Would you buy your kids tickets? Would you buy your kids tickets?
There you go.
Dude,
that's the question.
Dude, I'm the same guy that turned around and made my daughter go back to the store to return the Kyrie Irving shoes.
I did see a tweet that made me laugh, which was like Yeezys will be the hottest Republican merch for the election season this year because they're all rallying behind him now, which is fun.
I mean,
if you I don't know the story. I still haven't seen or read or really care. But the way from an outside perspective, without knowing anything, if you've already milked this crowd and you see this crowd that you've already kind of tickled a little bit when you met with Trump, you're like, ooh, more money over here. Let's go over here.
I gotta say,
let's go get
Kanye
that
West,
money now. I got this money. Let's go get that money.
Kanye West spewing anti-Semitic hate talk and having guys like Aaron Donald, who is being represented by his sports agency, or Jaylen Brown, who was also a client of his agency, Adidas, which many people say Kanye West was responsible for Adidas' resurgence as a brand. To have top NFL stars, top caliber NBA stars, big name brand companies, all wanting to get unaffiliated with Kanye West. That to me is great. The reason, and I hate cancel culture, but in certain instances, I like it for this reason. Kanye West thinks he's so big and so famous and so loved that he's allowed to spew all of this hate and get away with it no problem. Like he literally in his own mind thinks, I'm famous enough, I'm rich enough, I'm well liked enough that someone like me is allowed, entitled to spew this with no repercussions of any kind. Dude, ain't happening, man. Even somebody as famous and as rich and as successful as Kanye West can be canceled when spewing hate. And I like that.
No one should, when you're talking like he out here talking, no one should be able to avoid the cancellation. And I wouldn't even call this a cancellation. Everyone should cut ties with him after speaking publicly like this. This isn't hard. This is an easy lift for people.
And spewing the hate that he has inspired so many people. We talked about it yesterday, standing over the 405 in LA with signage about supporting Kanye West. Teachers reporting that kids are coming into class who are Kanye fans of his music, and they're spewing the hate that he has, kind of put out there for people. God, he's a bad guy. He really is a bad guy. Now, if Dahmer ate him, that might be interesting.
Come on.
Just gonna tie everything together.
Where to tie it up? I got it.
Yeah.
But, okay.
It's a little extreme for you.
Let's
Huh,
go
bro?
on with all the whole, like, we're just talking about all things where like parents are so important. If we're gonna, I mean, Dahmer's parents were all jacked up. Look what happened. You know, like all these kids coming in, like letting your child glorify a rapper, and then so now you're gonna repeat everything he says when it comes to real life. Come on, man.
Come on.
I know.
Do better,
I know.
parents.
Come on, moms and dads.
Do better.
Do better, people.
Yeah, man.
Do better.
Don't
All
be
right.
that parent.
Don't be that guy, or don't be that parent. There you go.
Don't be that parent.
All right, we're just getting rolling. Listen, I want to say that we got a lot of stuff we're going to get to today. The Padres yesterday had what I would call like the exit interviews. You'll hear today from the general manager. You'll hear from the manager. You know, what were they all thinking? What are they thinking going forward? We had an interesting conversation yesterday about would you trade Ohtani for Tatis? And I want to actually get back to that because that sparked a lot of conversation yesterday. We'll get there. So we'll get into the Padres and the postmortem of what happened. We'll also, some of you are going to be into the World Series. Most of us are probably like, that's it. Padres out, I'm out. Dodgers out, I'm out. So, but I do want to talk about the World Series a little bit today. It will affect our show because we're going to air the World Series on 1090. So we'll talk about that coming up. Hey, just a quick shout out to our friends at 7 Mile Casino, 7milecasino.com. Like I say all the time, man, just 7 minutes south of downtown San Diego, blackjack poker table games on one side, Sammy's Restaurant and Bar on the other side, in a completely smoke-free environment, and have a good time because you are a winner at 7 Mile Casino. We're just getting going. Let's start to look at the World Series. Coming up, this is Kaplan and Crew.
Many are adding companion units or ADUs to bring more value to their homes. Our experience, plus our strong relationship with the city, makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
We listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
The Rich Eisen Show airs Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. An engaging blend of insightful football expertise with an offbeat mix of humor and pop culture while continuing to attract the most recognizable names in sports and entertainment. Only on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Drivers are getting in accidents at a rate we've never seen before, jumping 18% since 2020. There are higher incidents of speeding and more aggressive driving since the pandemic began. Please slow down and drive safely. It can save a life.
Murray Lampert's design process is very collaborative. We love the process, and what's best about the process is the way that it can flex as needed. So if there's a new piece of technology that's available that's really going to help us out make a more accurate model, we're going to utilize that. We'll send the measure-off team to the house, and they will end up scanning the house using drones, LiDAR scanning, lasers, and tape measures to measure every square inch of the home. Then they'll take that information back to the office and build a 3D model of the home. We'll be upfront and honest if they're asking for things that may be out of their budget. We're going to let them know up front. We're always motivated to strive for excellence. There's kind of not another way to be. We do the best work we can and ultimately make the homeowners happy. What makes me proud is when we present that 3D model to the homeowners and we wow them. Sometimes we even bring tears to their eyes because they love the design so much. That brings me a lot of joy.
From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health. Join Erica Cardenas as she introduces you to health experts and discover how our daily choices affect our well-being. Plus, learn simple tips for healthier living. Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on Your View and yourview.com. Your Health is brought to you by Clever Care Health Plan, your partners for comprehensive care.
I feel like I have the fun part of the job where I get to help out and make my clients' houses look beautiful. We start with looking at the floor plan, space planning, and then we look at countertops, tile, backsplashes, flooring, cabinets, everything like that. We have a lot of client meetings start in our conference room. Sometimes we have some clients that have already selected certain items that they want to incorporate into their project. We want to make sure they're happy with it because they're going to be living with it for a very long time. Sometimes we'll do something that goes totally with the style, and then we'll have a total outlier option for the client. And a lot of the times they end up going with that because they want to see something totally different. We want to make sure that we're focusing in on our clients. I really want to make sure at the end of the day that clients are happy, that I'm keeping up with my communication with them, and that we know that at the end of the day as well, and moving through the process of construction and everything, that we're going to have a successful project.
At the Barnes firm, we're seeing more pedestrian and bicycle accidents. Drivers are rolling through red lights, and distracted driving makes every intersection a danger zone for pedestrians. Look both ways when crossing, even if you have the right of way.
Locally owned and operated, not some bland, uninspired, corporate, cookie-cutter radio station crap. We simply say to those stations, you. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Hola, I'm JR Cardenas.
And I'm Vanessa Ramirez.
We're the hosts for Su Vida, where we showcase California restaurants, music,
art, culture, and so much more.
We would love to talk to you about featuring your business on our show.
Yes, and as an added bonus, you get to keep the professional video segment to repurpose and use on your website or social media channels.
Please click on the link below to get more information about how to put your business on Su Vida.
We hope to hear from you soon.
Great things can be achieved when a community comes together. Join Erica Cardenas on Doing More as she introduces you to ordinary people working side by side to confront tremendous challenges and make a positive impact in their community. Watch Doing More Sunday night at 6 on YourView or stream it online at yourview.com. Brought to you by Procopio, San Diego's largest law firm, committed to community, representing San Diegans for more than 75 years. You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and YourView, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Many are adding companion units or ADUs to bring more value to their homes. Our experience, plus our strong relationship with the city, makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
We listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
Hey, everybody, I'm glad you guys are watching. And right in the middle of the show, I love to talk about one of our great sponsors. In this case, it's Jackery, and you can visit them online at jackery.com. And a couple of Jackery ambassadors, brand ambassadors, are standing by. This is Giselle and Steven, who I've been looking at their website, The Lover's Passport. Hey, guys, first of all, welcome. Glad to have you guys here. How you doing today?
Amazing.
Doing great, yeah.
Thanks so much for having us.
Tell us what The Lover's Passport is. I've been looking at the website, theloverspassport.com, and I am so jealous of the two of you guys.
Well, it kind of started as just a side hustle for us, a little couples adventure blog, if you will. And it slowly turned into a passion project of ours during COVID lockdown. And we bought our first camera in April of 2020 and just started capturing all of our adventures instead of just writing about them. And fast forward to present day, now we're both full-time travel photographers and adventure enthusiasts.
Did you guys know that you had the eye or the talent to be good photographers? Because I take a lot of pictures and I don't think I'm a photographer. I'm just a guy who has a bunch of pictures on my phone.
We're completely self-taught from YouTube.
Yeah, I feel like we used to model for one of my friends when we did different hikes. So we both loved hiking. And then eventually we were like, why don't we just buy our own camera and we can take some of our own pictures? Because we followed some of these other travel couples that inspired us a ton. So we were like, we could totally do this.
Wow, that's so cool. You guys learned photography on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube University, as we say.
Oh my God, YouTube you. That's awesome. You guys should have shirts that say YTU.
Yeah, I mean, you can learn. I have a degree in film and media, but I never did the production side of it. And the resources that are currently available online, to whether you're learning photography or a totally other skill, it's incredible these days.
Where are you guys from? I read that you guys are both California people. Is that right?
Yes, born and raised in Southern California.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Ventura, California. She's a little bit south.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Woodland Hills.
Okay,
I'm a Valley girl.
Gotcha. Okay, well, this is perfect because we've got a lot of people watching on Cox Your View throughout San Diego, Orange County, LA, Santa Barbara. So all your people are going to definitely get a chance to see all of this. So you guys become full-time travel adventure bloggers. I've been reading a bunch of your blogs. My son goes to college in West Virginia. I see you guys have a full thing on West Virginia. That was really cool for someone like me to read.
Yeah, we loved West Virginia. It was beautiful out there.
I think one thing that we really try and do is a lot of states travel, especially coming out of the pandemic. And a lot of hidden gems are just right around the corner in the States. And a lot of people think, you have to go to these beautiful international destinations, but there are so many hidden gems to explore in the state. And a lot of them there were tons and tons of these beautiful waterfalls out in West Virginia. We were really impressed.
So you guys become travel, adventure, outdoor bloggers, if you will. And then who puts the website together and who comes up with the name, The Lover's Passport?
That was me. I'm betting you couldn't guess that one. I used to work in marketing before I did this. I was very used to SEO and the back end of websites and writing articles and things like that. So I came up with The Lover's Passport by taking like synonyms for couples travel and then came up with names that were still available because I was like, oh, what's something that's going to get a lot of traffic? It's not even, there's no like fun story behind it. I just like, what's searchable and
We thought we
memorable.
would be doing a lot of international travel, but then the pandemic hit. So we kind of pivoted from lots of international travel
To
and
road
started doing a lot
trips.
of road trips to really highlight the states.
So jealous, dude. So jealous. So tell me this. You guys are photographers, so you need a lot of power. You've got equipment with you. You're also blogging and you're working on your website. So you have to, be able to be powered. And that's where our common partner, Jackery, comes in. Got about a minute and a half. I'd love for you to tell us about Jackery and what products you use and how you use them.
Yeah, Jackery's like completely changed the way that we could travel because before we were always plugging into the car. I think my car battery died like a dozen or so times. And then finally we started using the Jackery and we can charge our laptops off it. We can charge all of our camera gear. And it's really nice because it also has solar panels. So for our longer road trips, we can be completely self-sustained where we can put out the Jackery, be able to get some power from that and recharge even while we're pulling a lot of energy from our laptops.
And it's just nice if you're a digital nomad or doing
Mhm.
remote work. It gives you the flexibility to travel and still get work done without having to worry about your laptop dying in the middle of the desert, So
Exactly.
it's such a great tool. We've been using the 1000 for over 2 years now, along with the solar panels, and we just recently upgraded. So we're really excited to continue using our Jackery out on our road trips.
Hey guys, Giselle and Steven, it is great to be with you guys. I look forward to a much longer conversation. The website is theloverspassport.com. And the other website that you should know about is jackery.com. And I love what you guys just had to say about powering up and using solar power. It's great advice for people who are going to be tailgating or going to be traveling themselves. Good luck with more of your adventures. You got a new fan who's going to be following you guys on all the social platforms and your website. And thank you so much for talking about Jackery with us.
And thanks so much for having us.
A real pleasure, guys. Thank you. Back to the show, everybody.
The NFL lives here. If it's about the NFL, you found the right station. Join 1090 every Sunday during the NFL season for the exclusive SoCal home of not one, but 2 NFL games every Sunday during the season on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Many are adding companion units or ADUs to bring more value to their homes. Our experience, plus our strong relationship with the city, makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
We listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
Muéstrame cómo va a manejar papi. ¿A dónde vas a ir?
On every mountain and valley you tread, through wind and rain, we're here with you. To shine a light when it gets dark, and to forge a path where it gets tough. Let Jackery Solar power all your hopes and dreams. Take you where you want to go, to the goals you chase, to the ones you love. Explore further with Jackery Solar. Jackery, 10 years on.
From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on your health. Join Erica Cardenas as she introduces you to health experts and discover how our daily choices affect our well-being. Plus, learn simple tips for healthier living. Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on YourView and YourView.com. Your Health is brought to you by Clever Care Health Plan, your partners for comprehensive care.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.